Did you know that 1 out of 6 families in America live in a food insecure household? What does that mean? That means, well, me and you have some food on our table. There's families out there that are struggling to have ends meet. Food waste in America rose about 50% in 1974. About 91% of us throw food away when the food reaches its best by date. I personally used to be a person that used to discard food based on their expiration date. But when I started volunteering at our local food bank, I started knowing a lot more things about how to save food and how to understand the expiration dates. There's plenty of foods out there that don't expire until after a couple of years that you've kept them, stored. For example, our pastas last about 1 to 2 years, according to research that I did online. In addition, we have poultries that last about a day or two. Beef can last about 3 to 5 days, which is great. I didn't know that. I normally would see the meat and just completely toss it. Obviously, we do have to be very precautious and make sure that it is frozen and not in the regular fridge temperature, because that can, cause other stuff. Then we want to avoid all that food poisoning and stuff like that. Another thing that I didn't know is that eggs can last about 3 to 5 weeks after their expiration date, which is amazing because sometimes when we see that expiration date on there, all we do is just grab them and toss them. Well, what we need to do is actually pay a little bit more attention on the expiration dates. I know certain things like milk and cheese go to waste very quickly, as well as bread, but there are some things that last much longer that we don't have to toss away. And if in case like you don't want to eat it, there's other places that you can donate that food. For example, the Jesus House from my local area, they do have homeless people that they feed once a month, and you can go and drop off food there. The food doesn't exactly expire until after a couple of months, when as long as it's been properly stored and packaged and not been opened and sealed, then you can go ahead and donate it there. And they cook for a lot of people that are in need, not just homeless people, but there's some people that have retired and they are living in a very minimal budget. You can always go in there and have a heartwarming meal, especially around the holidays. Is when they have the most of the people. I know last year we went as with my church group, and we donated a lot of non-perishable items, which a lot of people can help and benefit from that. In addition, there's a lot of restaurants in the United States that are actually purchasing machines that, like compost machines, that are able to recycle all that extra vegetables that were left over to produce them into fertilizers that can be used for their organic gardens, that they can be reused again in their restaurants. So I believe that's a great idea for the environment, as well as saving a lot of money and having nutritious meals. Thank you.